Hello Globetrotters, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Lori, and in this community we aim to educate, motivate, and inspire each other in all things travel related. So if you've just stumbled across the channel, be sure to stick around. If you like this video and you find that you've learned at least one thing new as you're watching it, please consider clicking on that red subscribe button, sharing the video with others who like similar content, clicking that thumbs up button, which lets YouTube know that you like the content and that others may like the content as well. So Turks and Caicos have been a trending travel destination for quite some time. I've shared multiple videos in the past of my visits to Turks and Caicos, and I plan again on visiting this year. I know, but it feels like home. It feels very welcoming, and it feels like a place that I can go time and time again. It's very safe. It's very warm. It's considered part of the Caribbean, but part of a British territory, right? But it's also very expensive. Another thing that has been trending is all-inclusive resorts for a variety of reasons. People like the value that they perceive that all-inclusives provide, from having a one-stop shop of accommodations, meals, activities, and everything. Some people just want to get away, not get off the resort. They feel safer being on an all-inclusive in areas where they don't know. And some people just prefer to not be bothered with all the extra things that an island may provide. Or maybe this isn't their first time on the island and they wish to just stay on the resort and just catch the vibes and just enjoy the beaches and the food and the people. Some all-inclusives have an exclusive beachfront location. Some even may have their own private island, not in the cases that we're talking about today, but some may even have their own private island, so you have a more exclusive, upscale feel to your getaway. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the top all-inclusive resorts on Turks and Caicos Islands. Specifically, I'm only going to be sharing on Providenciales, which is the most inhabited island and the most popular tourist island. So I'm going to leave all of the history and the different islands and all of those things to the other videos that you guys can click on and watch after you finish watching this one if you don't know much about Turks and Caicos, and just stick to the topic of this video. There are only 6 exclusive all-inclusive resorts on Providenciales, or Provo for short, because it's easier to say that, and that's what the locals call it. There are only 6 all-inclusive resorts, exclusive all-inclusive resorts on Provo, although some of the other resorts, and I may be scrolling them here on the screen, have an all-inclusive option. They are not an exclusive all-inclusive resort. Now, I will only be speaking to you about 4 of those 6 all-inclusive resorts. One is a very budget all-inclusive, and if you know me on this channel, I try to stick to resorts that have at least a 4.5 star rating on TripAdvisor, and I also try to give you some place that I would myself stay. I have not stayed at any of these all-inclusives. I stayed at this resort. The first time I stayed in one of its hotel suites. The second time I rented a villa. However, I would stay at one of these all-inclusives that I'm recommending, and there are categories for each one of these. So let's get straight into the video as we talk about which categories you should consider which of these 4 all-inclusives that I recommend today. Some travelers prefer the family-friendly options with kids clubs, kids activities, water parks, family activities all included in the deal. So for your best family-friendly option, I highly recommend Beaches Turks and Caicos. This is a top family-friendly resort with a water park, 21 restaurants, and a stunning Grace Bay beach location. Grace Bay has been lauded as one of the top beaches in the world. Beaches Turks and Caicos, while praised for its pristine beaches and well-maintained grounds, has guests calling out the outdated rooms and the need for maintenance. The vibrant entertainment contrasts with dated decor and long waits at restaurants, contributing to a decline in service quality. Despite the cleanliness and convenient location, many travelers question the value, feeling the high cost is not reflected in the food quality or the service received. Some prefer the adults-only options, a quieter getaway, a relaxed atmosphere, or a not-so-quiet getaway where kids aren't buzzing about, but there's more of a party-like atmosphere. If you're looking for an adults-only destination in your all-inclusive, then I highly recommend the adults-only all-inclusive resort of Club Med. Club Med Turquoise in Turks and Caicos is celebrated for its immaculate cleanliness and idyllic beachfront location, offering guests a wealth of activities that consistently receive high marks. Although some guests have called out the rooms as being outdated and the music as occasionally monotonous, the resort's overall value, including all-inclusive perks, is appreciated by many. The friendly and attentive staff at the resort is frequently commended, enhancing the welcoming atmosphere despite the occasional service hiccups and the desire for more dining variety. Perhaps you're taking the family along, perhaps you're going with a group of friends, or maybe it's just a work retreat. The best all-inclusive for groups is Blue Haven, a serene upscale resort with a private marina, beach, and access to sister properties. The Blue Haven Resort is celebrated for its cleanliness and vibrant atmosphere. It offers guests a range of amenities, including multiple dining options and water sports, complemented by its well-maintained private beach. While the resort's location is praised for safety and picturesque views, some travelers feel the costs outweigh the value, pointing to expensive taxis and activities. The attentive and friendly staff is frequently highlighted, contributing to the resort's engaging environment. However, guests suggest that the rooms, despite being luxurious, could benefit from some updates to enhance the overall appearance. If you're looking for a resort with the best amenities, then I highly recommend Alexandra, a beachfront resort offering spacious suites and a wide range of activities. At Alexandra Resorts, guests can expect an energetic atmosphere, though some feel the decor could use rejuvenation. While the hotel's beachfront location on Grace Bay is widely celebrated, opinions on value diverge, with many deeming the experience not quite worth the cost. Accommodations are a mixed bag, described as both spacious and in need of a refresh. The resort's cleanliness and varied dining options receive commendations, but calls for amenity updates are recurrent. Service quality is generally well regarded, yet some guests have encountered inconsistency. So while the selection of all-inclusives on Provo is not vast, the island itself is relatively small. But I believe that the selections that I shared with you today would give you a very good representation of what to expect if you stay at one of these. Have you stayed at any of these 4 all-inclusives that I've mentioned? The other 2 all-inclusive, I'll just list them here on the screen. But have you stayed at any of them? Is there anyone that's your favorite? Is there anything that I should consider in the future? Some of these videos, if you'll note, are because I have either visited these countries or I plan to visit these countries. A lot of the guides that I've been sharing recently are because I'm doing my own research into these countries. And so more than likely you will see me visiting many of these countries that I'm showing you guides to in 2025. So make sure you stick around for that. Let me know down in the comments which of these is your favorite, which would you love to visit, which have you already visited, and if your experience was similar to the reviewers that I summarized here on this video. As always, remember to value experiences over things, because travel is the only thing you buy that truly makes you richer. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.